Welcome back to the Coin Lover and Treasure Hunter. Today, we're talking about something exciting: small coins that could be worth big money. Yes, I'm talking about Jefferson nickels, specifically the 1980p and 1984p coins from the United States. Most people overlook these coins, but some rare versions have incredible value. So before you ignore that nickel in your pocket, you might want to watch this video carefully. Let's get started. First coin, the 1980 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint, and this coin represents a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, and it is especially interesting for collectors who are passionate about uncirculated coins and mint state preservation. And the Jefferson nickel series itself began in 1938 and replaced the Buffalo nickel and features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, and by 1980 the coin had already seen decades of circulation changes and economic shifts, and this particular year stands out because it reflects a time of rising inflation and changing metal values, which makes even common coins potentially collectible depending on their condition and mint state quality. The 1980 Jefferson nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint does not carry a visible mint mark, which is standard for coins produced at that facility during that time, and this often confuses beginners because they expect to see a P mint mark, but instead the absence of a mint mark itself signifies Philadelphia origin, and the total mintage for 1980 nickels from Philadelphia exceeded 500 million coins, which makes them very common in circulated grades. But when we talk about uncirculated condition, we enter a completely different level of rarity and desirability, because coins that have never been used in commerce retain their original mint luster and sharp details. Uncirculated condition, also referred to as mint state, means the coin shows no signs of wear from handling and circulation, and grading services use a numerical scale from 60 to 70 to define quality, and a coin graded MS60 may have marks and dullness, while a coin graded MS65 or higher shows strong luster, minimal marks, and excellent eye appeal, and the highest grade MS70 represents a perfect coin with no visible imperfections, even under magnification. And for the 1980 Jefferson nickel, reaching grades above MS65 can be challenging due to the high production volume and typical handling during distribution. When evaluating the value of a 1980 Jefferson nickel from Philadelphia in uncirculated condition, the market depends heavily on the grade and visual appeal, and a typical uncirculated example in lower mint state grades such as MS60 to MS63 may only be worth a small premium over face value, often ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars, but as the grade increases, the value rises significantly, and coins graded MS65 can reach several dollars while exceptional examples graded MS66 or MS67 can command much higher prices, especially if they exhibit strong strike quality and full steps on Monticello. The term full steps refers to the clarity of the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse of the coin, and collectors prize coins with fully visible uninterrupted steps because they indicate a sharp strike and superior minting quality, and achieving full steps designation is difficult for many Jefferson nickels, including those from 1980, because the dies often wore down quickly due to high production demands, and therefore a 1980 nickel with full steps in high mint state condition can be considered scarce and valuable among specialists. Another important factor influencing value is the original mint luster, which gives the coin its bright reflective appearance, and uncirculated nickels from 1980 may display a range of tones from brilliant silver to slightly golden hues depending on storage conditions, and coins that have been carefully preserved in mint sets or protective holders are more likely to retain this luster and attract collectors, while coins that have been improperly stored may develop spots, discoloration, or dull surfaces, which reduce their desirability and market value. When discussing subscription-level collecting or long-term investment strategies, many collectors consider acquiring high-grade Jefferson nickels as part of a registry set or certified collection, and professional grading services encapsulate coins in protective holders and assign official grades, which enhances buyer confidence and marketability, and a collector building a complete Jefferson nickel set in high grades will seek out coins like the 1980 Philadelphia issue in the best possible condition, and may pay premiums for coins with attractive toning, strong luster, and full steps designation. Historical context also adds depth to the appreciation of this coin, because 1980 was a time of economic change in the United States, with inflation concerns and metal prices influencing coin production decisions. And although the nickel composition remained 75% copper and 25% nickel, the rising cost of metals sparked discussions about alternative compositions which would later affect other denominations, and understanding this background helps collectors see the 1980 nickel not just as a common coin but as part of a broader economic narrative. For collectors interested in searching for these coins, raw examples can still be found in original bankrolls, mint sets, and even pocket change, though finding uncirculated pieces with high grades is increasingly difficult over time, and many collectors enjoy the challenge of cherry-picking coins from rolls and submitting them for grading in hopes of achieving high mint state scores, and while the majority will not reach the highest grades, the excitement of discovery and the possibility of finding a hidden gem keeps the hobby engaging and rewarding. In conclusion, the 1980 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint in uncirculated condition represents a blend of history, accessibility, and potential value, and while most examples remain modest in price, the pursuit of high-grade specimens with full steps and strong luster can lead to significant premiums and satisfaction for collectors, and whether you are a beginner exploring your first coins or an advanced numismatist building a registry set, this coin offers an excellent opportunity to learn about grading, minting quality, and the evolving story of American coinage. Next coin. The 1984 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint Mark P in uncirculated condition. This coin represents a fascinating piece of United States numismatic history and offers collectors, both beginner and advanced, a chance to understand value, rarity, and historical importance in a way that goes far beyond simple price guides. In this extended discussion, we will examine the origins of the Jefferson nickel, the specific characteristics of the 1984 issue, the role of the Philadelphia Mint, and how uncirculated condition dramatically influences desirability and market worth over time, while also exploring collector demand, grading standards, and investment potential. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel and featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home Monticello on the reverse. By 1984, the design had already been in circulation for decades, making it a familiar coin to the American public. However, coins from this era still carry significance, especially when preserved in uncirculated condition, meaning they were never used in everyday transactions and retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and absence of wear, which is a key factor in determining value and collector interest. The 1984 nickel minted in Philadelphia carries the P Mint mark, which had only been added to nickels a few years earlier in 1979, marking a change in mint identification practices in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins, making them common in circulated grades, but much scarcer in pristine uncirculated condition, especially at higher grading levels such as MS65, MS66, or above, where small imperfections can drastically reduce population numbers and increase collector competition. Uncirculated condition is one of the most important aspects when evaluating the value of this coin, because while circulated examples are typically only worth face value or slightly above, uncirculated specimens can command significantly higher prices depending on their grade, luster, strike quality, and eye appeal. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC use a numeric scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing better preserved coins, and even a single point difference at higher levels can mean a large difference in market value. In terms of value, most 1984 P Jefferson nickels in uncirculated condition fall within a modest price range, often between a few cents above face value to several dollars for mid-level mint state coins. However, exceptional examples with near-perfect surfaces, strong strike, and full steps on Monticello, which refers to the clearly visible lines on the building steps, can reach much higher values, sometimes selling for tens or even over $100 depending on auction results and collector demand at any given time. The concept of full steps is especially important in Jefferson nickel collecting because it indicates a sharp strike, and high-quality production coins that display 5 or 6 full uninterrupted steps on Monticello are considered premium examples and are often labeled as such by grading services. This designation can significantly increase the value of a 1984 P nickel, making it far more desirable than a standard uncirculated coin without this feature. Another factor influencing value is the overall condition of the coin, including marks, scratches, toning, and luster. Coins stored properly in protective holders away from moisture, air, and handling are more likely to retain their original brilliance and achieve higher grades, while coins exposed to environmental damage or improper storage may lose value even if they were never circulated, making proper preservation essential for collectors seeking long-term appreciation. Market demand also plays a crucial role in determining the worth of this coin. While the 1984 P nickel is not considered rare, its availability in top condition, combined with a steady interest in completing Jefferson nickel sets, ensures ongoing demand. Collectors aiming to assemble full date and mint mark collections or high-grade registry sets often compete for the finest known examples, driving prices higher for coins that meet strict quality criteria. From an investment perspective, the 1984 Jefferson nickel is generally viewed as a modest entry-level collectible rather than a high-value asset. However, it offers an excellent opportunity for new collectors to learn grading evaluation and market dynamics without significant financial risk, while still holding the potential for gradual appreciation, especially for coins certified at higher mint state grades, or with special designations such as full steps. In conclusion, the 1984 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint in uncirculated condition represents a blend of history, accessibility, and collectible appeal. Its value depends heavily on condition grading and specific characteristics such as strike quality and full steps. While most examples remain affordable, truly exceptional specimens can achieve notable premiums, making this coin an ideal subject for both educational exploration and practical collecting as enthusiasts continue to appreciate the artistry, history, and subtle differences that define United States coinage over time. Thanks for watching.